Hey, what is up? Welcome to another freaking video on high altitude investing. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Bitcoin and the volume price ratio, as well as some patterns that I'm seeing, some price points that I'm watching for, and just in general, a great update on what to do with the Bitcoin markets, how to invest your money, how to time what's happening in the markets, and how to best profit off what's coming. So, without further ado, let's get right into this. Okay, so I'm looking at the Bitcoin chart on Bitfinex currently. This is on tradingview.com because you have the volume price ratio, which is very, very useful, or the volume price profile, excuse me, which is very, very useful when you are looking for areas where the majority of the trading has happened. So shout out to the Crypto Sniper. I have been learning from his videos for a while now on YouTube. He's another analyst that I watch occasionally. I don't watch a lot of other analysts, but he is one that has forced me to grow in a lot of different ways and look at the market in ways that I didn't before, as well as a few other analysts. And so he was actually the one talking about the volume price profile. I know a lot of people don't shout out other people in the crypto space when they learn something from a specific analyst, so I made it a personal goal to make sure that I go ahead and do that as much as possible. So he was talking about how this is measured from when the bear market starts, and this will give you where the 70% of the most selling or selling and buying occurred in the market, and that price point that I am seeing is right around the 6,000 level. I personally love using Fibonacci, and so I've measured the Fibonacci from this low when Bitcoin hit 3,200 per coin to this peak right here when Bitcoin hit just under 14,000 per coin. And I got the .618, the .65, and the .786 as some extra lines that I've drawn on the Bitcoin chart, some levels that I see as potentially useful to pay attention to as we proceed in the market. I also see from a pattern perspective a very large falling wedge. This could also make an argument that this is a bullish flag pattern, depending on how you draw it. But if you measure with the very tip of that wick and come down into the price that we are seeing right now, it's actually starting to take a little bit more of a shape of the falling wedge. So although both patterns are valid to be looking at, and it's a channel, you more accurately draw that top line, it's a little bit more of a falling wedge. So that is something else that I wanted to point out. We've also had a very nice bounce in price off of that low that we've created from the volume profile. If you guys want to add the volume profile to your chart, you can go ahead and click under indicators and click volume profile and click fixed range. From here, you'll be able to pick and draw from two price points that will give you a volume profile. I already have one, so I'm going to delete that one. But in general, it shows you, like I said, where the correlation and the connection between where the biggest price and volume selling and buying took place and what that level is. So for me, I'm seeing that $6,282 level. This is on the Bitfinex exchange. And that really makes sense because that was that huge 6K support level that Bitcoin rode on all through 2018 until the end of the year when it finally fell that support level and capitulated down close to the 786 or the 88% of the whole move, ranging from this low to this high. So if you guys are a little bit more beginner to this stuff, you can go ahead and check out the Discord. Links are in the description below. By the way, also hit that like button and that subscribe button with the little notification bell, and comment down below where you are at in the world. I love to hear where my viewers are coming from. But you guys can learn some of the stuff like Fibonacci. You can ask questions inside of that Discord group, inside of the welcome area, and that, like I said, is in the description below. So This right here is the Fibonacci levels that I'm watching. Again, the 618 level, or the 6.5, this is called the Vegas wave, is 6,800 per coin. This is pretty close to the level we're bouncing off of. The volume price level is the exact level that we bounced off at 6,282. And then we have the 786 at 5,417. Now, that is a pretty small range for us. And with the little bounce that we saw today, I don't want to get overly excited. It was a nice little bounce off of that support of the falling wedge. But really, until we get up above the resistance of the wedge or come back down and test deeper support levels like the 786 at that 5,400 area, then price can still do whatever the heck it wants to. And that is the one thing that when people are learning technical analysis, they're like, wow, how come I have to try to figure out how to make money in a market when the market can do whatever it wants to do whenever it wants to do it? And for that, you need methods. You need to understand trading patterns. You need to practice a lot, and you need to have a plan for both scenarios, and you need to understand risk to reward. That is the essentials for creating a profitable venture in the markets, because it doesn't matter what the market does, it matters what you do based on what the market does. Meaning, if the market fails, if it drops down lower to the 786 level, and this is a major support level right here, a major support level right here, it's pretty close to those wicks right there, then you're talking about the market reaching a major support level. This could go ahead and provide an opportunity upon the breakout of that pattern, the wedge pattern, for you to go long on the market and profit off of the market going upwards. Now, if the market go ahead and just comes down to this level and fails through that level of support and continues to go lower, you would lose money trying to buy that level. So what you have to have is a stop loss in place where when you're buying, when the market breaks out of the pattern, to where you have a tight stop loss so that if the market doesn't do what you expect it to, you get out of the market. Now, if the market go ahead and starts to break out of price right now, maybe comes back onto a support level that you can enter on again with another stop loss, meaning that you'll get out of the market before it drops lower than a certain price. You can get into the market near the support level, prices start to rally and go upwards, and you make money off the market going up. So it's really about managing your risk, being willing to take positions based on your trading patterns, and being willing to play defensive in the market, meaning that you aren't overly trading. You're not trying to take every single trade. You're willing to use risk management, stop losses, preserving your capital, also growing your capital. In doing so, you will become a profitable trader. It won't be every single trade. It won't be every single day, but over the long term, you will continue to profit in the markets, and you'll continue to make money off of the markets, even when the conditions aren't as good as they used to be. You figure out new ways to profit in the market, you adapt, and you continue to survive in the market, and you continue to produce revenue. So kind of a lot to take in, but it's super useful to understand these things. It will make the difference between you being a bad trader and a good trader. Again, you guys, I'm watching these support levels. Don't have a bias to the market in the sense of 100% certainty, meaning that you think that there's no way it could do anything other than what you're expecting it to do, but do have a bias in the market based on your trading plan. There's money to be made in both directions. For me, I'm watching this trading pattern. I'm watching for the breakouts. We are in a shorter term downtrend, meaning that ever since this peak at around 14K, we've been in a downtrend for Bitcoin. So until we get a breakout of resistance and start making higher highs and higher lows, that downtrend is still in place, intact. It could drop down to the 786. We could see it break out tomorrow. Keep an open mind, stay big picture, worry about what's happening in the bigger time frames, and go ahead and plan based on those bigger time frames. If you are an investor, my favorite thing to do is to average into price, taking little buys as the price goes down, and keep accumulating over the long term. Do not even worry about weekly price action. Worry about like monthly price action. Just take little bites into your position and continue to accumulate over the long term. If you are a trader, what I like to do is swing trade in like the weekly time frame and find the areas that the market has overcapitulated or overbought. Find a trading pattern to go along with that. Find a trading plan to go along with that where you have a target and a stop loss, and take positions based on that. You're not planning to be right every single time, but your winners are going to be bigger than your losers. So you don't even have to be right 50% of the time to be profitable. If your winners are if your winners are 3 times bigger than your losers, you don't have to be winning every single time. You just have to be winning more than really 33% of the time, but not, the goal would be like 50% would be awesome to be winning. So that is my update on Bitcoin for the day, you guys. Again, watch these support levels and plan for some really awesome moves in either direction. As we get closer to these support levels, I'm going to be more weary of the trend reversing, a potential for the trend to reverse. But currently we are still in the downtrend zone for Bitcoin, and until we break out, that is what it's doing. So I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in today's video. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button with the little notification bell, comment down below wherever you are at in the world. Join the Discord group if you want to learn some more of the beginner stuff for free, and join my VIP course if you want to take your trading to the next level with more detailed content. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I will see you in the next videos. As always, stay profitable out there.